Hello everyone, it's Billie Jane here with PCAL Financial Group Partnership in Creating a Legacy. I love to help families create a knowledge legacy using the gift of education and RESPs. And I'm also really passionate about helping families protect their legacies, create a hedge of protection around their legacies, and to use insurance for that. Not only can you protect, you can also enhance, I might add. And then for those of you who are business owners, guess what? I got you as well, because I love to share some creative, strategic insurance strategies to help you also protect your business legacy that you've been pouring all of yourself into outside of your family. So what day is it today? It's Tip Tuesday, and I am so thrilled to be here with another legacy tip of the week. Now, in a previous Tip Tuesday, I talked about putting your gas mask on. I turned things upside down a bit and suggested that we should focus on putting our gas mask on first, or at least prioritize that, okay? Because just like on an airplane, you are no good to anyone else unless you are good. So you put your actual physical gas mask on before you turn and put on the gas mask for your children or your dependents, whoever is with you on that flight. Same thing financially. Put your financial gas mask on first so that you know that you are protected. Life is going to throw curveballs, but more likely than not, you will survive those, but your finances may not. So use living benefits as your financial gas mask. But now this week, I want to turn our attention to putting the gas mask on our beneficiaries, who we're going to leave a benefit to. Okay? So how do we do that? I want to keep insurance really, really simple. All it really is just money. Okay? It's just a bag of cash. In fact, I like to consider it a communal reserve fund. You know, you've heard that you should be building up 3 to 6 months of reserve fund for your family. I don't call it emergency fund. I'm calling it a reserve, okay? So we know we need to build 3 to 6 months of reserve fund, but it takes time to build that up. And, you know, that reserve fund, you know, it'll extend beyond just a reserve. It's building up your legacy. It's putting some money aside for whatever, okay? So the thing is, though, our goal is to build up our own. But in the meantime, life might throw us a curveball that we're not quite ready yet. So this is when we can access a communal reserve fund, where all of us are chipping into this pool that any of us can access it when we need it. And when we talk about transition, we know we are going to need it at some point, okay? Now, there are different ways that you can access this communal reserve fund, this bag of cash. You may choose to just get access to it for a period of time. You want to just rent it in case, you know, you just want to rent it for the time that you may need it. Okay, that is term insurance. You're renting it for a term. Okay, or you may choose that you're not down with this renting thing. You want to buy it. You want to own it. You want to own your little piece of this bag of communal reserve fund, and you know you are going to call on it, okay? That is permanent insurance, and there are 3 different types of permanent insurance, and I've talked about it before, and I can spend a little bit of time at another video breaking all of those down, but just note that there's something called, you know, term to 100, which is just basic insurance, no bells or whistles, but it gives you protection until age 100, whatever, you know, which for most people that exceeds life expectancy. You've got whole life insurance where it's got an investment component that the insurance company takes care of, and then you've got universal where you've got an investment component that you take care of. High level, that's it. So there are 3 ways that you can buy a permanent reserve fund, okay? Now, you just have to figure out how much of this, like how big should this bag of cash be for you? When you figure that out, you're not thinking 10 years from now, this is about how much I need. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. So we're not looking out into the future. We're looking into the today. If something happened today, or if we're going to go into the future, we're only going to go till tomorrow, okay? If something happens tomorrow, what would my family need, okay? Final costs. That includes funeral costs, all of your, you know, estate costs, maybe some lawyer costs. You know, there's government costs for how, you know, all of the work that they need to do to settle up your affairs. So you've got those final costs. You've got to take care of all of your outstanding debts because you didn't have time to pay that off. First creditor, CRA. You need to have money to take care of that. You need to have money to settle up any debts because those debtors are going to come knocking. You want to have, maybe you want to fully fund your reserve fund that you've been working so hard. So you just want to gift your family to make sure that reserve fund is fully funded, right? You want to make sure that your children's education is fully paid for if you're not here to continue to contribute to your RESP, okay? So you want to consider that, right? Maybe you even want to have, money for rent for a year, an annual rent fund. Maybe you want that fully funded, okay? And then you want to think about, okay, the biggest piece is your income. That's what you're bringing into the family. You were the family ATM. So how is your family going to continue to get income when you're not here? You build an income replacement. That's the biggest part. So you think about all of those and you just literally add it all up. And that big number you get at the end is how big your access to this communal reserve fund should be. Okay, that's really it. So I want you to think about that as you consider how you're going to put your gas mask on, for your beneficiaries, your survivors, any organizations you want to leave a gift to. You want to also include, some extras for just a financial gift. That is so amazing to be able to do. And you can do that at a discount when you gain access to this communal reserve fund. I'm hoping that this helped just to give you some basic understanding of insurance and how you figure out what you need. And then tune in for some more tips and I will share some more insights about the different types of permanent insurance. I'll talk about the different considerations as you think about putting that gas mask on your beneficiaries. So I'm hoping that helps. Any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me here on social media. You can reach me at info@pcalfinancialgroup.ca. I would love to hear from you. Looking forward to seeing you guys for another tip of the week. And feel free, share some comments, share the video. You think it'll help someone, bless someone. Sharing is caring. Go ahead and share. And I'd love to see you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye.